What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And for today's video, guys, I have several quite interesting and important news. First of all, I will show you an update from Crucial Mix, and this update will definitely make your job to send letters to Congress much easier than it was before. Then I will continue with the news, with the prices of discovery. And guys, believe me, I was surprised about the price itself, how expensive all these discoveries might be. On top of that, guys, I will show you how authorities are trying to discredit themselves. Yes, in my opinion, they are doing exactly this. And I will show you that we are still fighting in order to win this battle. So, and before we dive deep into all of this, guys, please hit the like button for YouTube algorithm and drop me a line in the comment section if you think my videos are valuable for you. And let's begin today's video with this article that was published just recently on MMTLPresources.com. And guys, this website didn't have a lot of updates for at least several months, but for now Crucial Mix again started to be extremely active, and it is a very good sign that we are gaining momentum. So let me quote you this. MMTLP Letter Wizard updated. The free online tool that has been used to send thousands of letters to Congress has been updated with current information. The Letter Wizard creates a letter for you by simply entering some information fields. The wizard is currently set up to create letters for senators and representatives. A sample of the entry form is shown below. And guys, it is just a very simple form where you can add your information and where you can add your personal opinion about this story. So, once everything is entered, click the button. You will be able to download a PDF or the letter and print and mail the letter. You can also copy and paste the text to send the letter content via email. And here's the updates that were made by Crucial Mix. Updates to the wizard include referencing to the current time frame, more than 800 days since the U3 halt, plus our new ask for an audit and investigation by the Department of Government Efficiency. The letter wizard was launched on MMTLP Resources in 2023. To date, more than 1,000 letters have been generated and sent. And guys, if you want to read this letter, you can read it on Crucial Mix tweet. You can find it right here, or you can just make your own letter. Here is the link to the MMTLP Letter Wizard. So, definitely very good update from Crucial Mix. On top of that, I want to show you this quite interesting comment from Mark Basil. Just yesterday I showed you this tweet that was written by Mark, and he wrote this. I applaud Wes Christian for undertaking such a huge project that will cost tens of millions of dollars in data aggregation, review, expert analysis, and then the application of law. And yesterday, this sentence grabs my attention, but I didn't know that it is a real huge numbers. So, Chloe wrote this, tens of millions, who is going to pay that? Let's be real. And Mark responded, I know how deep discovery needs to go and what that costs. Could cost up to $20 million for several hundred depositions, expert analysis from likely over 40 experts, and a ton of administrative services. At least 3 years of discovery, much more expensive than a huge class action. And guys, potentially this might be another reason why we don't have a huge breakthroughs in our case, because it literally costs a lot of money to make this depositions analysis and other administrative work. And that is why, guys, it is near to impossible just an ordinary people from retail community to make this happen. At the same time, take a look right here. Chloe wrote this. I believe it, just not too sure McCabe will spring for that. I hope so. We will see if he puts his money where his mouth is. So I think the West news was so softened and the blow of the S1 yet again being not effective. And Mark responded, West gets certain litigation funding from a third party, usually not the client. And again, it is quite interesting statement, and this statement makes me thinking again. And who is this third party? And what is its interest in this entire saga, and how they can return their investments and with what ROI? Definitely it is another set of questions that from the business perspective should also be answered. On top of that, guys, about Wes Christian's actions, let me show you this tweet that was written by Scott Trott. And as you can see, Mark is pretty much on the side of Wes Christian, because he wrote that he applauded Wes Christian for undertaking such a huge project. And here is quite opposite opinion. And guys, this set of tweets and this video basically proves that I am completely unbiased, and I want to show you both sides of the conflict, regardless of your opinion, of their opinion, and of my own opinion as well. I just want to be extremely transparent with you, and I want to do my job as best as I can. So, Scott wrote, as Wes Christian's Burdes and McCade's public enemy #1 for calling out the insanity of having zero oil in wells that McCabe never made royalty payments on anyway, it kinda is hilarious that only Wes Christian sued me for $250,000 for defamation on the 14th, and now, only a little more than a week later, he suddenly decided that he really wasn't damaged to $250,000, but more like $50,000. At this rate, I figure he'll have it down to a McDonald's Happy Meal by mid-March. What changed? Or this the type of law he practices? And guys, again, very interesting so-called reduction of the damages that were made by Scott Trott. And again, a lot of questions that doesn't have any answers at all. On top of that, guys, take a look right here. Here you can see the tweet that was again reposted by Mark Basile, and that was originally written by Naked Truth Info, non-profit organization. Did you know accounts, fake names, consultants are getting good money to mislead you? Decade after decade, rinse and repeat process to manipulate, harass, intimidate, and bully you into what they need you to believe. They are paid to gaslight and brainwash in the name of power and greed. And he added a set of ticker symbols. Among others, you can find here MMTLP ticker symbols as well. And guys, yes, our community is extremely, let's say, complicated in its nature, and a lot of people inside the community might also be paid shields. But guys, as long as we don't have pure evidence, and as long as we don't have any judge's decision in regards to these actions, we cannot say that some people or any particular person is the paid shield. We can only assume this, and definitely it is extremely severe statement. That is why, guys, please be cautious with that, and again, do some homework and do a lot of due diligence in order to disclose this information. So let me show you about the homework and due diligence itself. Due Diligence wrote this: Dear US government workers, last week I spent roughly 25 hours on Zoom calls, phone calls, and emails asking Congress to request a Dodge SEC investigation into MMTLP. I also spent roughly 45 hours on my real job. See how easy that was? Sincerely, Drew. And guys, I have to admit that it is a lot, really a lot on top of his 9 to 5 job. He spent, as he mentioned, roughly 25 hours on Zoom calls, phone calls, and other work. But guys, I have to admit that it is not the first time when Due Diligence stated that he is working hard. But what is the results of his work? I think we are still here. We don't have any lawsuits from his side. We have a lot of so-called secret conversations with Congress with the promises that everything will be settled within the next 100 days, several months, 90 days, and so on and so forth. But guys, for now, I don't think that we have a clear path through Congress, and these type of statements might not be. I don't want to say that he didn't spend this huge amount of time to help MMTLP community. I just want to tell you that potentially it might be not so effective in terms of results. On top of that, guys, take a look right here. He also added this. Last week, I updated the timeline to include the Meta BK in the trustee retaining West Christian, the PR regarding the S1, and a number of other items that should now bring us current to present day. If I missed anything, shoot me a DM. And he added this link. And guys, for now, I have to admit that this link is very useful because it is a very thoroughly made blueprint of timeline of MMTLP actions started in June 2021. And definitely this information might be added to this letter. You have to read it very thoroughly in order to choose proper parts of this timeline, of this blueprint, and add it to the letter in order to send to your Congress members. That is why, guys, for now, I see that this job was done quite good by due diligence. Next news is this one. Rare DD published this tweet just several hours ago. He wrote, "What has happened to MMAT is proof that if TRCH went bankrupt, the SEC wouldn't have lifted a finger to investigate. The SEC was alerted to suspected manipulation in both tickers, but just as we've learned from Patrick Byrne, this only results in becoming the target of an investigation yourself." The SEC tells on themselves though, because if they suspected a scheme to punish TRCH short sellers, doesn't this imply that the SEC felt compelled to protect those short sellers? What better way to protect short sellers than to prevent settlement of obligations? And guys, this is very good question. Doesn't this explain the OCC memos, the metamaterials bankruptcy, the fraudulent MMTLP corporate actions, the U3 halt, and the delay for the next bridge hydrocarbons 40 million share offering? So, another very good question. On top of that, he added this. The SEC filed charges against the former CEOs of Torchlight and Metamaterials because they believe in 2021 reverse merger was a scheme to punish short sellers. In hindsight, when you look at the efforts of the SEC, the OCC and FINRA, two SROs overseen by the SEC, relating to TRCH, MMAT and MMTLP and next bridge hydrocarbons, all of them appear to have prevented settlement and potential short squeezes and or negatively impacted each company's ability to build long-term shareholder value. From ignoring the missing short interest in TRCH to creating OCC memos that protected short sellers and made the Series A preferred placeholder tradable, to ignoring the manipulation in MMAT and the compromised board that drove the company into bankruptcy, to MMTLP trading for 14 months, to stalling the S1 spin-off, to allowing FINRA to defy their Rule 6490, among others, to ignoring questions from Congress concerning MMTLP and a share audit, etc., to the SEC once again stalling the next bridge S1 for the 40 million share offering, to now attempting to erase the 14 months history of the Series A preferred placeholder trading as MMTLP, the very thing that the issuer complained about in the first place. Every single action or inaction on behalf of the SEC and the intentions over which they have oversight have seemingly been to the benefit of short sellers seeking to avoid the settlement of their obligations. But the SEC only investigates retail investors and the former CEOs. What story does the trading data tell? We already know there is an imbalance. How big it is? An answer to this question might help to understand why the regulators appear to be protecting short sellers. Police investigate MMTLP. It's been over 800 days. Yes, guys, we have to see this investigation, we have to see the steps from authorities, and in my opinion, Doge and Elon Musk might help us to achieve this goal. On top of that, we have a very interesting tweet that was written by Christian Shaughnessy and that was reposted by John Burda. Let me quote you this. Thanks, Metaman1111. Good memory. These politicians go all out to protect their big donors. And Wagner's top donor is Robinhood. Keep that in mind as she speaks out against the CAT, Consolidated Audit Trail System, which will track every trade financial institutions makes. She has also received big politician donations from Ken Griffin, and Citadel sued to try and stop the CAT. If Representative Ann Wagner is so concerned about retail investors, her constituents, why isn't she demanding a trade settlement? Here is the post. And guys, let me show you this post in details. Ann Wagner's top donor is Robinhood. Keep that in mind as she speaks out against the CAT system, which will track every trade financial institution makes. And guys, I have to admit that yes, in May of last year, she stated that she wants to ban this lawsuit that will basically destroy the consolidated audit trial. And this will definitely protect the wrongdoers, but it will not protect the private data of retail investors. That is why, guys, again, we have a lot of questions to a lot of congressmen, and we have a lot of questions to authorities. But for now, almost none of them are answered. And guys, let me show you that we as a retail community are fighting not only on the battlefield of MMTLP saga, but from other battlefields we have quite good news. And the main, guys, the ultimate goal for all of the retail investors is to have a fair and transparent market. And believe me, at some point in future we will achieve this goal. And this is another tiny step to this huge victory. X-Market News wrote this 9 hours ago. Just in, Ken Griffin's Citadel may be getting exposed for market manipulation. This comes after the cancer company and WBO accused Citadel of market manipulation by spoofing, impacting their stock prices from 2017 to 2022. The case is about to go into discovery. And this is a huge news. Definitely it will not we will not see prompt results from this case. It is quite a lengthy process, and I think we have at least a year till the resolution might happen in their case, but the results might definitely benefit the entire retail community. That is why, guys, we are still here and we are fighting together.
And guys, let me tell you my personal story. I have a wife and 2 children aged 11 and 15, as well as a small dog. After 30 years of living in Russia near the Baikal Lake, we decided to move. Now we reside in Serbia. Although I don't own any MMTLP shares, I invest a lot of time creating daily MMTLP videos. I have been doing this every day without days off and holidays for more than 1.5 years. Now I wish to buy back this time from my family, from my children. We've agreed that I will ask the MMTLP community to support me, and I will give all the money to the children. Therefore, if you believe that I am providing useful content for you and wish to support me, you can join my Patreon account. For $5 a month, I will add your name to my list of supporters if you wish. Thank you in advance. The link you can find in the description below. So, I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gone live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life, I'm crazy